I just want you to be aware that all the things you're going through right now, all the difficulties, the stresses, whether it's mental stress or it's stress of your environment or the people around you, or all the things that you're going through right now, you're not alone. There's so many people going through it, and I'm not trying to say that to diminish the magnitude of what you're going through, right? But I want you to feel familiar. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel that, look, you're not alone. Sometimes it feels like you're alone, but there are people out there that are thinking of you, praying for you, and hoping that everything goes smoothly. With everything that's been going on, the world feels like it's on fire, right? It just feels like it's on fire, but I like to think of the good things, so we're going to keep on that note. But just remember that all these difficult times that you go through in life, there's a reason why we go through it. And it's all about what you take away from it. A lot of times, we have a challenge on walking away from something and saying, okay, let me take away from this and let me like recharge and restart and get back up and do it again. It's hard. Sometimes we just want to like throw in the towel and forget about it and move on to the next thing. But you need to know that this is just part of the journey. It's part of the plan. It's part of what is happening now for you in your life. And these challenges are going to pass. You're going to get over them. But I know it feels overwhelming. And I think a lot of times when you talk to people about it, they just kind of look at you, but you can tell, you can almost feel it. Like they don't really understand the magnitude of what you need to make a decision on. And no matter what that decision is, I mean, it could be something that you're doing to your house or something that has to do with your personal life. I mean, it could be a whole battery of things that could be going on. But it doesn't matter because every issue, everything is a different feeling for different people. So you can't compare how it impacts each person. Everybody gets impacted differently. I know you're going through it. I feel it. Okay? Just know you gotta have patience. You have to understand that, like, part of this journey, you're going to learn a lot of lessons. You're going to have to filter out the noise. You're going to have to filter out the people's opinions and judgments and biases, because I'm telling you, everybody has something to say. Nobody ever listens because they want to hear you and understand you. Rather, they're listening to react. We're just wildly reactive today. But just know that you got to have patience, and you got to take whatever, if you made a mistake, or let's say something didn't work out, look at that, evaluate it, assess it. What is it that has happened that I need to change so that doesn't happen again? Because a lot of times, if you just don't change the way you're looking at something or thinking about something, you're just going to repeat that same behavior over and over again. And you know what the result is already when it comes to doing that. So why do it, right? Why? But here's the thing. As you're going through a difficult time, the one thing I want you to think about is how far you've come. Look at where you were, and look at where you're at, and look at where you're going to go. You're achieving things. You've accomplished things. I'm sure if you look back at years ago and where you were at, it was an entirely different picture. Now you know more. You have more wisdom, more understanding, more knowledge. You know more about life. You know more about people, right? A lot of times you learn about people and you say to yourself, like, wow, I don't want to surround myself with these types of people, right? You grow up, you change. Everything needs to adjust. And that's why I say, like, if something isn't suiting your life and is actually causing friction, unhappiness, stress, you need to release these things. And when I say release, I mean release it out of your mind, release it out of your soul, release it into the universe, and just let it go. These people that treat you this way do not deserve time in your mind. They don't. And you know that. I know you know that, but it's hard, right? Because some of these people can be close to you. They're just depleting you to no end, right? But look back at how far you came. You have. Look what you've done. Like, really, just sit there and think about it. Think about where you were. Were you in the middle of maybe a problem at work, maybe you lost the job, maybe you lost your home, maybe you were part of when the collapse happened in 2008 and you remember losing it all and feeling like an absolute failure, that you could not provide for your family and that your kids had to go without and you had to depend on other people. It was hard, right? It was hard. But look where you're at today. Look at where you're at today. I'm sure you're in a much better place. But I'm going to tell you this. Do not surrender. Do not surrender. Keep going. Fight harder. Believe in yourself. Because those failures are in the past. They don't exist in the present unless you put it there. Let me say that again. They don't exist unless you put it there. Stop bringing it up. Stop reminiscing on it. Stop getting it in again, letting it get into your head and letting it consume you and making you think that you are not capable, because you are capable. You are capable of great things, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, because you are. There are people in your life that genuinely believe in you. It might not be all the people, but there are, I'm sure, and you know who they are. But don't surrender. Fight. Fight like your life depends on it. Fight like I want my freedom to be able to do those things that I want to do, and nothing's going to hold me back and no one's going to hold me back, right? Know what you bring to the table. What do I mean by this? You know the qualities about yourself. You know what you bring to the table. You know what makes you a quality person, somebody that's worth investing in, or somebody who's worth being in a relationship with, or somebody's worth hiring for a job. You know what you bring to the table, right? Know what you bring to the table. You need to have a level of self-confidence that you know you're the shit, right? You're not just thinking you're the shit. No, you are the shit, okay? Because I'm telling you, that is a winner mentality. As long as you don't let your ego get out of hand. It's good to have a healthy ego, mind you. I don't have anything against egos. I definitely support egos, but you need to believe in what you are worth, what you bring to the table in any situation, whether it's a business situation, a personal situation, whatever it is. You need to know what you bring to the table, be confident in that. And if somebody can't match you and accept that, that's on them. That's not about you, it's about them. Set your right intentions. Be honest in them. Have integrity, for God's sakes. Keep being strategic along with that, setting the right intentions. Because you can set intentions all you want, but if you don't do something with them, poof, there's nothing. Nothing. If you want to make something happen, you got to do something. Get your freaking ass up and do something about it. Don't sit there and talk about it and dream about it for year after year after year. Start putting the things in place that are going to make it happen. You are in control. Nobody else. You are the one in control. And don't let anybody else make you believe otherwise. Now, there are people who have bad intentions, and you know who they are. They linger around you. You know, they're always curious. They always ask these pressing questions, don't they? They ask questions that other people would never have the gall to ask you. And you just like, and for the longest time, you're probably answering these questions, right? You're probably like thinking to yourself, like, God, what an uncomfortable question to ask me. You know, like, it's kind of like a little nosy. You know, it's inappropriate, right? It's a little nosy. And you used to answer, and now you're just like, no. Or you just walk away. these people, a lot of them, unfortunately, are jealous because you have something they don't have. You magnify. You're like magic. You make things happen. You know how to be strategic, intentional, and you know how to be decisive. You use your discernment as one of your strongest powers. It's almost like you can sense things, right? I feel things. I can sense things too, but I feel a lot. I'm all up in my feelings. Yeah, it's fun. And I have to say, like, if you're watching this, you're probably someone who's a teacher, a leader, someone who's probably like, I don't know, maybe a type A, maybe. You really like interact well with people. People like you when you go somewhere. People are drawn to you. They have conversations with you. You have no problem interacting with other people. You connect really well with people, but it's like you feel like something, just like you don't belong. Even though you draw people, you feel like there's something different about you. Just know it's divine. You are beautifully made. Exactly how God wanted you to be. Fillers or no fillers, ladies. God made you beautiful in your own special way. And you gentlemen, I'm so glad the beards are back. But anyway, you gentlemen are beautiful as well. Take care of yourselves. Invest in yourselves. You're worth it. You deserve it. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself to something special. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. You work hard for that money. Treat yourself. Nothing crazy. Something that make you happy. Maybe go somewhere. Maybe you want to see a show. Maybe you want to go to New York City for the day. I don't know. Something. You got to believe in something higher. I know the last years or so we've kind of been drawn away from anything spiritual, godly. This has been kind of craziness. But my hope is that you start believing. I know life sucks sometimes. It can be really hard and it can be challenging because you question it. You say to yourself, like, why me? Why am I the one that has to go through this? Like, why do other people have it so easy? Like, I know I'm smart. I know I'm capable. I know I have the drive. I know I have the ambition. But why is it I'm always stuck in these kind of rut type jobs? I'm stuck in this kind of rut type life. And I'm just kind of going through the motions when I know I am greater than this. I am exceptional at what I know and what I do. Why is it that we feel this way? That we can't level it up? What holds us back? I mean, I can say for me personally, it's the comfort and security, right? From a young age, my mother instilled in me that, oh, you can't have anything unstable. You know, I was a growing photographer. I was doing my photojournalism. I studied photography. I was selling my pictures in newspapers. I'm so proud of myself. And my mother said, no, you need a secure job. You can't, that's crazy. How are you gonna live? How are you gonna survive? Yeah, there's people that do it every day. They're photographers, they survive. But I wasn't good enough, apparently. So I had to be stuck in an office job. So some of you might, hopefully if you're watching this video, you can relate to some part of that story, some kind of scenario that played in your life that was similar to that. That's me sharing. That's me letting you inside a little bit. What I want you to do is I want you to bring the best version of yourself forward. Don't let anybody diminish you. Don't let anybody make you feel that you do not deserve the things that you have in life and the things that you want in life, because you do. Be your authentic self. Because here's the thing. People have a choice whether they like you or not. Everybody doesn't have to like you. It's okay to be disliked. If something isn't serving you, release it. Like I said before, you need to release it. And just so you know how I never, God, I never filled you guys in on this. Okay, so this is usually how messages come to me. I'm usually sitting doing something, and suddenly it's just like, poof, it comes into my head. And then I kind of like meditate. And I write words that can pop the message to me. So I have a notebook next to me, and I just will write certain words that will trigger the story, so I know when I'm talking to you and sending this message out. That's how I guide myself, is this handy notebook. Because a lot of times I need to meditate on the words. It's a process. That's why I don't typically read on live. So just so you know that. Little background. Just know this. Come here. I want you to know this. Your energy, it's magical. It's magnetic. It's exciting. It's alive. People want to know it. They want to feel it. They want to touch it. They want to be around it. But they can't have it because they don't know what it is that they would have to have gone through to get it. I mean, so many people have things that they suffer through in their life, and it takes them to different points in their life. And if you're here listening to my story and relating to it, if you don't relate to it, you can move along. That's fine. Not everything I say is for everybody. But these are for people who can relate to what I'm saying. This is all divine. Just let go, release those things that do not suit you in your life. And you don't have to be mean about it. Just pull yourself away. Pull yourself out of the situation. Do not engage. Do not react. That's what they want. People want to sink you down. You know why? Because like the old saying goes, misery likes company. When people are down, do you ever notice that? They just want you to come down with them. They just like, oh man, life sucks. You know, all this shit going on. I don't know what to do. Like, and they carry on and carry on and carry on. It's like, okay, like enough. How long are we going to do this, right? It makes you feel depressed. It makes you feel like there's no hope. I mean, like, it's just crazy when people think like that. I was there at one time, and I'm sure you were too. Or maybe you're still there now, and you're just trying to find that special message that's going to help lift you up. I'm here. I'm here. I want to lift you up. People listen to you because what you say, it stays with people. It's impactful. It's thoughtful, and it's thought out in a way where you put intention behind your words. You put meaning and depth behind your words. You're just not like blah, 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 just talking to talk, right? No, you're not that type of person. Sure, you talk, you're a social person, maybe. Maybe not. That's irrelevant. But if you are, what you say carries weight. People hang on it. Sometimes people will come back to you. They'll come back to you and be like, remember when you told me this? I was thinking about it. I've had this happen. Everything that's coming to you right now listen to me good, because this message was so strong, so strong. And it's important right now because of all the shifting that's happened this week. It's intense, it's exciting, right? Everything that's coming at you now, face it with the challenge, with excitement and enthusiasm. You're going to beat it. You're going to battle it. You're going to make the decision. You're going to make the choice. Whatever it is that you're challenged with right now, you're going to come out of it the winner. You're going to make that right decision. You know what it is you need to do. And you know what it is you need to pick. You know what it is you need to have. Whatever that decision is, you know. But you're questioning yourself. Why are you questioning yourself? Do you not trust yourself? Do we need to go back to the trust conversation? You need to trust. Trust the process. What you're living right now is going to bring you into your most raw, pure form of existence. You're going to see things and you're just going to go, wow, how did I not notice that before? Or, this person wasn't like this before, but maybe I wasn't seeing things how I should have seen them. It can be intense. When your eyes open up and you start seeing things and people in ways that you didn't see them before. It can be scary, it can be disappointing, but I'll tell you what it is. It's a truth teller. It's a truth teller. It tells you who's on your side and who isn't, who's loyal and who's not, who's using you and who's not. It's surprising, it's eye-opening, it absolutely is. You're rising into that unbelievably raw, pure self. And it's so exciting. It's like fiery, right? It's so fiery. Know this. And this came really, really strongly too. You are a ray of sunshine in others' lives. They remember you when they meet you. They talk about you when you walk away. This is all divine. And you are a beautiful person. And you're not alone. You're not alone. And you don't have to be alone. Understand yourself. Know what you bring to the table. Bring your authentic self to other people. Because I'm telling you, God made you perfect. You are beautiful. You don't need to change yourself. Sometimes it's them. It's not you. Blessings.